Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Have a Pint. Today we have White from Alaskan Brewing Company. It is a Witbier, or a white ale. It is 5.3% alcohol by volume, 15 IBUs. It gets an average rating of 3.52. The description on Untappd reads, Alaskan White Ale has a soft, slightly sweet base with the unique spice aroma of coriander and crisp citrus finish of orange peel. A light and effervescent body combined with the smooth palate creates a complex and delicate beer that is deliciously refreshing in any season. As you know, or probably don't know, Alaskan Brewing Company just started selling their beers here in Nebraska. And the biggest disappointment to me is they did not bring in their smoked porter. However, apparently they have a pumpkin porter as well. If they're still doing the smoked porter. But I had their smoked porter. Yeah, it doesn't say it's retired. I had this, I think it was 2010 when I had it. And I absolutely loved that smoked porter, and I've been waiting for them to come here ever since. I want that pumpkin ale. I'm waiting. We've got 2 pumpkin beers out right now here in Nebraska. We have Elysium's Pumpkin Ale, and we have a local brew, and both of them will get reviewed on the channel. Nebraska Brewing Company's Wick for Brains. Yeah. I mean, there's technically Sam Adams Pumpkin Ale, but I'm not getting their mixed pack for it. I probably won't have that one this year. But yeah, this is one of the ones that they introduced here in Nebraska. Jesus Christ, I cannot get past all that glare, can I? There's also their Kolsch, their Amber, their Husky IPA. They have a double IPA, I think either 1 or 2 double IPAs that they've brought into the state. Let's see. We do got their Amber. We don't have Ice Bay IPA. They did bring in Hopothermia, White, Kolsch, Husky IPA, their regular IPA, and I swear there was another double IPA. I think it was Smash Galaxy that's come into the state. Something about Galaxy. Galaxy hops. But that's what they brought in. I was actually highly disappointed. I'm interested in the Kolsch, the White. The Amber, it's not bad. It's really not a bad Amber. But I haven't really had it in years. It's been since like 2011 since I've had that. Anyways, let's pour this in my Salmon's White Ale glass. Since every time I have a Witbier, I neglect this glass. It looks like good beer. Alright, so we got medium to large bubbles in the head. We started with about a finger and a half of head, and it is decreasing rapidly. Let's see if I can find a date on here. Got that light on there. Don't know if I'm going to find a date on this thing. Best by November 10th of 2018. Yeah. It's, I mean, obviously, since it just came into the state, it's not going to be old product. But had dissipated rapidly. Definitely get the citrus and the coriander on the nose. Typical for a Witbier. It smells absolutely amazing, though. It's a great white. Great white. I didn't think about that until I said that. Oh, that's a great beer. You get the coriander right up front. Coriander is also in the middle and on the end. The citrus from the orange peel, I think, comes in on the end too. It does say finishes. It does say citrus finish of orange peel. The more I swallow, the more I can taste it there. But that coriander is really good. It's a really nice spice kick in the front and the middle of the palate. I'm not necessarily upset personally that it kind of overshadows the citrus on the finish. It's not on the finish, but that spice still lingers. And even that lingering spice on the finish, or that lingering spice on that finish, is still overpowering the citrus, which I'm actually very much okay with myself. It's a very good white. And I've said it many times before. Between American or English wheats, German Hefeweizens, or even American Hefeweizens, which is kind of a new thing, and Belgian whites, or even American whites, or Witbiers. Witbiers all day long for me. You give me a solid white ale, and I will enjoy the hell out of it. I don't know, I put them in the same vein as a wheat. They're not necessarily the same as a wheat beer, but they just have so much more flavor. Like, this is going down quick. I mean, it's intended to. This isn't intended to be a sipper for an hour or so. And I can imagine you'd probably get more of that citrus as it warms up. That spice might flare up more. It might simmer down a bit. But where it's at, it's a pretty solid one for me. I mean, I'd like more of a spice kick to it. Not necessarily in the front of the palate, but like a double up on it in the middle of the palate. The thing is, it would completely kill off that orange peel, that citrus flavor at the end. But for me, that's not a bad sacrifice. Yeah, this thing had next to no head. I can't even stir up a head. Which I'm okay with, that too. Would I get this again? Yeah. Another thing I like about Witbiers is it's not. I feel like Hefeweizens, not as much as like English and American wheats, are more so limited to summer. Although, like I said, Hefeweizen's a good Hefeweizen has enough spice to it that it doesn't necessarily have to be limited to summer. Whew. I have had this one other time. It was earlier this year, actually. I had this beer. Just a little bit before they came in, about 8-9 months before they came into the state. I had a chance to try this. Because it was not one of the ones I got way back when. I had to jump on that smoked porter, though. possibly leaning towards 3.75. It could definitely be better, but it's nice, it's crisp, it's refreshing. But there could be more spicy characteristics to it. I think I'll stick with a 3.75. It's a solid brew. And will I get it again? I'd get it again. I wouldn't get a bottle of it. I'd get a 6-pack of it. I would say it's a definite thing if it was canned. I would certainly get it again. It's a pretty solid whipper. It's not my favorite. I've had better ones. I've had worse. Yep. I only got a little bit left. So, until next time, Prost.